Right, hello everyone. My name is Teacher Wayne, and I'm going to be showing you a couple of things hopefully in this video. This is a follow-up from my one I did last week about health bars. This one is going to be about AI movement. I'm going to get the an AI character to move randomly around the scene. I'm also going to get that AI character. I'm also going to get it to, when it sees the character, to follow him around and then break off and move around randomly again. That is the goal of hopefully this session. So there's one, so let me just start this off. So here I'm in the standard third person view. Now let's go through it. So got the character, we just play it just to show you. It's standard sort of setup here. I'm not running the health bar setup in this one, but we add that one later maybe. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to blueprints. There's our third person character. What I'm going to do is, there's lots of different ways of doing this. I've seen loads of videos online of other people trying to do it, and they've done it more complicated ways. When I create stuff, I find the easiest possible way of doing it, and this is, I think, the easiest possible way. It's not necessarily the best, I just think it's the easiest. So I'm going to get the third person character, I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to edit it. So to double click on it, I always like to drag the tab up there and get rid of all this junk. We don't need that. Then we go to viewport, we don't need the camera. Make sure compile it. So as you can see here, we've got a, I'm just going to quickly go out here, we've got a that's one here. I'm going to rename it as well, might be a good idea. I'm going to call this my AI player. Actually no spaces, AI player, and I'm going to drag him onto the scene. It looks exactly the same as the main player. Obviously if we've got other models and stuff, we can add them in there, but for this little demo we'll just keep it so it's the same mesh as the player. So there we are. Now one of the things that we want to add is what's known as an pawn sensing ability of this character. So what we do is, with the AI character in the viewport, we want to add something called pawn sensing. So what I'm going to do is add a component here and call it pawn sensing. So on pawn sensing here, if I compile first, you get, and click pawn sensing, there you are. You get, if I zoom out here, you can see see all these little lines here show the radius that you can see, it can hear things, and we can adjust all these. And they're all different things, like how it's hearing threshold, the sight threshold. But what we want to do is we want to get this one is the one we will look at, is the degree angle that it sees at. If I look at change this one, you can see what happens. You can get it to moving in and out. From my own playing about with this, 45 seems to be a good one, so I'll go around about 45. But it's up to you. I suggest you play around with different settings. I'm going to stick with about 45, or as near as I can be bothered. I'll go 46 in this example because that's what I've got. Compile it. We've got pawn sensing there. So that is my AI character done for now. So in here, he's not going to do anything. I've not told him to go anywhere. We're going to add some of the various different elements to get him to move. So in our AI character again, let's go back in there. We've got the viewport done, and let's go to event thing. So let's get him to move around randomly first. So we're going to create a new custom event. So we're going to create a custom event. Custom event, and we're going to rename that, and this is going to be move to, well, got it what you want. I want to call it move to random location. I always like to move to random location. So the AI is going to move to random location. So that's the function I've just created. So we're going to use a very helpful little function called AI move to. So AI move to, and there it is. So here we are. Let me just briefly go through what we're looking at here. So we've got who's going to move, so it's pawn, so it's going to be itself. So we use something called self. In other words, I want to move myself. Oops, I didn't want to do it. Self, so alpha, bang. So move self. Destination, well, that's where we want him to move to. Now we want this to be a random location, so we simply use get random point random. Here we are in navigational radius. This is what we want. So we click that, and we want it to be a navigational radius. We want a radius is how big a radius is it. So I've set this, I don't know, put a value of, I don't know, 500. Let's have a play about with this and see how it goes. I'm just testing 500 for now. And where's it from? The origin. Well, we want it to be the origin of where this character is. So it's from the actors, the AI actors thingy. So we just simply get actor location, actor location. Let me just type a bit more in. Actor look, there we are, actor location. Knew it turn up eventually. So from the actor locations, that's the origin. 500 pixel radius. From there, it'll just return a random thing, and that's the destination we're going to go. Really quite simple. So he will, this function here, so we're going to call the function, sorry, we're going to need an event begin play. Really simple. Event begin play, and we're going to call function we just created called move to random location. So it'll move to it. So beginning of the game, calls this location, that will do, and it'll run through. Now I said what we want it to do, it'll only do it once at the moment because we've not told it to play again. So what I could do is at the end here on the success, I can just simply go move. Well, it might be an idea to put a delay in there, so let's put a delay, and let's have half a second, 0.5, and then let's have it move to random location. I'm hoping this will work. Is that the right thing? Move to random location, compile it. Any errors? Hopefully not. Good. There, let's press play, let's have what happens, and nothing's happening. That did not work. Why not? Right, I've just stopped recording because I was trying to figure out what was happening. I've remember something fairly basic I've not done. In here we need something called a nav mesh bounds. If we go to volumes here, if I scroll down, nav mesh bound, there we are, nav mesh bounds. That is the bit that's missing, so let's go nav mesh bounds, nav mesh bounds volume. It's a box, right? All this is basically is the how it tracks around this character, the AI character. This is where we want him to bounce, so we can create this bounds here and he will move around in, this is the navigational bounds he can move around in. So I'm just going to quickly edit this, stretch it out, it's like a box. I'll just move around the place of it. Bump. If I press P, it shows you what you can see. All I did was press P on the keyboard there, and you see the green is showing you if it's red you got a problem, green is go. So you can see it was about everywhere. It's goodbye mate, save that, press P again just to get out of that, press play. There he goes. So he's moving around, and every half second it goes to another random location. So I've got this little AI moving around randomly. He's not reacting to me at all because I've not told him to. But there you are. Really simple little bit of code. Now let's get it so he follows me about. Press P just to get rid of that because it annoys me a bit. Back to event graph. So let's go back here. So I'm going to just do a bit of labeling here because I like to label. I think it's a good idea to do that. Comment. So this is AI moves to random location. Location. Right. Compile that. So what I want to do is I'm going to duplicate all that. All I do is do the comments. Let's do this lot. Okay, get rid of that there. We're going to be using this again, but it's going to be the follow me stuff. But rather than move to a random location, it's going to be moving to the character, isn't it? So it's going to be, we want to get the target actor. It's not going to be a random location this time. It's going to be, we're going to get the player character. Right, if we go down here. So that's the target location there. So, and we're going to create a new function, obviously. Oops. Custom function, custom event. This is going to, I'll call it follow me, because basically that's what the AI is going to do, is follow me about. This is a new function I've created called follow me. Right. So this function here is basically gets the AI to move to the player character. I'll get rid of all this for now. And what happens when it actually finds me? Well, several things. On success, you remember the last one, we had a health thing. We could reduce our health, and that's how you get to damage yourself. He's there, that's where the health damage things. But what we want to do is maybe we could get it to move to a random location. So I'll put them back again. So we could get it to move to a random location. So it'll basically follow me, and then it goes, waits a second, half a second, then goes off again. And then if it sees me again, it does that. Okay, so how do we know this? I've got a function called follow me. How do we know when how do we get it when it sees me to do it? Well, remember we had a in our AI character here, sorry, viewport area, pawn sensing. We've got something called pawn sensing. If you look here, we've got pawn on see pawn. If I click the plus there, it's a funky little function down there. So there's two ways I can do it. I could get rid of that and put that there and just drag that down there, or I can do this and go follow me. So if it sees me, it initiates the function follow me. So let me just compile that and let's press play. Now is he going to, yeah, see, he runs towards me there. You see, he's running towards me, and then he goes off and randomly moves around. Wherever I move on the map, he will follow, he will find me if he can see me. Nice. Oh, he's had a bit of a crash there. No, he's not. So I'm just testing it again just to show it works. So he's moving around randomly, and there he's seen me, he's ran towards me, and then he's ran off again, ran off again, ran off again. He just happens to be my sight direction. There, sees me, he runs towards me. There you are. So I've got a combination of the two functions there. So this one here is simply put is a follow me code. And there you are, everyone. two really simple little wings. There are more complicated ways of doing this. There's different ways of doing it. This is just my way, and that's how I like to do it. Anyway, thank you very much. This is Wayne Gallier calling out, and goodbye.